Now this one says, here is a list of ingredients for making a trifle for 4 people. Now, trifle for 4 people: 120 grams of raspberry jelly, 8 sponge fingers, 420 milliliters of custard, 180 grams of tin fruit. Rob is going to make a trifle for 6 people. Okay, work out the amount of each ingredient he needs. Now, this is going to take us to a proportion question that I tagged ingredient word problems on proportion. Okay, now we're told that for 4 people he needed 120 grams of jelly, raspberry jelly. He needed 8 grams of sponge fingers. Let's just write fingers. He needed 420 milliliters of custard, and he needed 180 grams of tin fruit. Now, they're just asking you that for 4 people he needs all this. Then for 6 people, how much of these quantities in the same proportion, in the same measurement, will he need? That's just what they're asking. So now we're going to take each of them and we're going to treat them equally. Okay, we're going to treat them equally in the same proportion or the same standard of measurement. Now, for jelly, for 4, remember, now in proportion, the figure or the quantity we're looking for has to be on the right hand side, and the quantity we know has to be on the left hand side. Always remember that for proportion. Now, for this one, we have 4 people actually need 120 grams of jelly. Now, not only that, again, the quantity on the left hand side, we have to always find a unit value for it. So when we find a unit value for it, we'll now be able to know how to find more than a unit value. So for one person, you're going to have 120 divided by 4. Okay, now for 6 people, you'd have 120 divided by 4 times 6 over 1. So this is going to divide this to give you 30. That will be 180 grams of jelly. Okay, now there's another rule too that says if less, more divides; if more, you multiply. Okay, now for one, you agree with me that for one person, now you need less quantity of jelly. That's why we divided. Now for 6 people, you need more quantity of jelly. That's why we multiplied by 6. Okay, now we got this. Now let's do it for the others too. So for 4 people, remember, quantity we're looking for on the right hand side, quantity we were given on the left hand side. For 4 people, we use 8 grams of fingers. For one person, you're going to need 8 divided by 4 grams of fingers. Now for 6 people, you need 8 divided by 4 times 6, which is 12 grams of fingers. Now for 4 people, okay, you need 420 milliliters of custard. Okay, for one person, you're going to need 420 divided by 4 milliliters of custard. Now for 6 people, you're going to need 420 divided by 4 times 6 divided by 1. Okay, and you have 2 into this is 3, 2 into this is 210. So that will give us 630 milliliters of custard. Okay, now the last one is for 4 people, you need 180 grams of fruits. Okay, for one person, you're going to need 180 divided by 4 grams of fruits. because you need less. Remember, if less you divide, if more you multiply. For 6 people, you're going to need 180 divided by 4 times 6 over 1. Now 2 into this is 2, 2 into this is 3. This cancels, this is 90. So you'd have 270 gram of fruit. So in other words, for 6 people, you're going to have 180 gram of jelly, 12 gram of fingers, 630 milliliter of custard, and 270 gram of fruit. That's what you need for 6 people. Now basically what you just have to bear in mind is that it's proportion. So the quantity you're looking for has to be on the right hand side, quantity you're given on the left hand side. Then if less you divide, if more you multiply. Okay, that's basically the things to look out for in proportion.